Alright, for our first drop we get an amulet, teleport amulet with some res on it, some attack rating. Could be nice for low level dueling. Then we get a Verdungo's. 2 off perfect on the vitality, but 15 damage reduction, so that's good. Then we get an Ethereal Shell. I've been waiting to get one of those, honestly. Next we get some Tri-Res boots with 30 faster run walk. Those are going to be useful. Then we get ourselves another Arachnid's Mesh, which actually winds up being an upgrade. Then we get a Shape-Shifting Skills Grand Charm. Next we find ourselves a Reaper's Toll, followed by a pair of Thunderstrokes. Then we get some nice 220 Javelin gloves with some magic find on them as well, and some nice dexterity. Next we get a 30-20 Necromancer shield that could actually be useful for low level dueling. Then we get a lightsaber. Next we get Summoning Skills Grand Charm with 21 to life on it. Then we find ourselves a Headhunter's Glory with 3 open sockets. One of the best of the runs, Eth Titans. Wound up trading it for a low rune. It wasn't the highest enhanced damage, but it was good. Then we get nice little belt, dual res with some strength and max faster hit recovery. Then we find ourselves a Totemic Mask with 3 open sockets, 58 life. I wish it rolled something other than Solar Creeper. Then we get an Eth Stone Crusher. Next we get a Ravenfrost 220 19 Dexed. I actually misspoke. This was the Arachnid's Mesh drop that wound up being an upgrade for me. Next we get a 3-5 Lightning Rainbow Facet. Then we get an Eth Sacred Armor 841 defense. Not bad. Then we get a +1 Combat Skills Grand Charm for Paladin. Then we get Marowaks. It only rolled +1. I wound up giving it away for free in a random game. Then we get some Soul Drainer Van Braces. Then a couple runs later we wind up getting another pair of Soul Drainers. Then we get a Rainbow Facet 5-5 Fire. Nice. Then we get a Storm Shield. Next we get a 4-5 Poison Facet. This circlet was probably my favorite find recently. 30 faster run walk, 20 faster cast rate, +9 to strength, 14 lightning res, and then it has an open socket as well with a level 29 level requirement. I thought that was a pretty nasty circlet. Then we get a Matriarchal Bow with +3. Next we find a +4 all res small charm. Find ourselves an rune. Eth Shadow Plate with 4 open sockets, 780 defense. Then we get a small charm, 20 defense, 20 to life. Then we get a pair of Alder's Boots, 1% off perfect on the fire res. Next we get a Cerebus Bite. The only problem is it rolled low on the shape-shifting skills. Next we get a 4-3 Cold Facet. Next we get a Head Striker. Unfortunately it's not Eth though. Then we get 45 mana 12 FHR Grand Charm. Next we get a Viper Fork, an Eth Viper Fork. And on the same exact run we get an Eth Bone Hue as well. Then we find a Geed's Grand Charm and Cows 32, 14, 103. Kind of surprised to get a Vex Rune off Mephisto. Next we get a small charm, 6 to 9 fire damage added, 11 cold res. This was another one of my favorite finds from the whole session. 8 to minimum damage, 81 to attack rating, 18 to strength, 15 dexterity, and then +3 all res. Unfortunately, it was on the lower end on the all res. But if that was FCR higher attack rating, strength, dex, and then 11 all res. This would be a crazy ring, crazy valuable. It's still a pretty valuable ring, don't get me wrong. That high strength and dex, but just imagine 20 strength, 20 dex, all res plus 11, 10 faster cast rate, and then maybe instead of attack rating, imagine if it was life. That ring would be worth so much.